One second, you're behind the wheel of a Ferrari, engine screaming at 150 miles per hour, and in the blink of an eye, your life is flashing before your eyes. These are the soccer players who stared death right in the face. And for Cristiano Ronaldo, it all started just 3 days after buying his dream car. January 8, 2009, a day that would change his life forever. Manchester United had just suffered a brutal loss, and the coach was calling for an early practice. Ronaldo's teammates were already on the pitch, but Ronaldo, he was nowhere to be found. Why? He overslept. By the time he woke up and saw the flood of notifications, he had just 20 minutes to race across the city. And in Ronaldo's mind, missing practice was unacceptable. He had to make it. So he grabbed the keys to the fastest car in his garage, the one car that could get him there on time. But Ronaldo had no idea. That decision was about to nearly cost him everything. Moments later, his Ferrari was completely totaled. The car was unrecognizable, smashed beyond repair, and somehow Ronaldo walked away without a single scratch. A miracle. From that day forward, Ronaldo swore to dedicate his life to becoming the greatest player the world had ever seen. But fate would test another legend next. In 2017, Lionel Messi was facing the most important Champions League match of his career. Barcelona versus Juventus. Barca had already been demolished in the first leg 3-0, and Messi knew the second leg was win or go home. The tension on the pitch was suffocating. Both teams fought like their legacies were on the line. Blood, sweat, tears, but no goals. As the first half ticked down, Messi made one last desperate run, but that decision nearly ended his life. Messi collided and landed awkwardly, just inches away from disaster. Doctors later revealed if he'd hit his neck just 2 millimeters higher, the injury would have been fatal. Barcelona may have lost that night, but Messi left the pitch knowing he had cheated death. Most near-death stories happen off the field. Just ask Matias Silva. It was July 4th weekend, 2017. Silva and his teammates decided to hit Lake Tahoe for a quick vacation before a match later that day. They left early, blasting music in the car, just enjoying life. When they arrived, Silva ran straight into the lake, diving in headfirst like an excited little kid. But the water wasn't what he expected. Seconds later, Silva started screaming for help. His teammates thought he was joking until he vanished beneath the surface. They dragged him back to shore. He had no pulse, no heartbeat. A lifeguard sprinted over and began CPR. Nothing. 911. Emergency. 2 days later, Silva finally woke up from a coma. Doctors explained that the freezing water had shocked his body so badly. His heart had literally stopped. He was lucky his teammates were there, because without them, Matias Silva wouldn't be alive today. But some players' near-death experiences go back even further. For Neymar, it started before he could even walk. Neymar was only 4 months old when his family's car was caught in a deadly storm while driving through Brazil's mountains. Visibility was zero. The rain was torrential. And then, another car slammed directly into theirs. Neymar's father was trapped, bleeding, disoriented. And when he turned to find his baby son, Neymar was gone. He searched the car, the road, the bushes. Nothing. Then he heard the faintest cry. Neymar had been flung under the driver's seat, covered in blood, glass slicing his tiny head. His family rushed him to the hospital, not knowing if he'd survive. That day, Neymar came face to face with death before he even knew what life was. But as terrifying as Neymar's story is, Angel Di Maria faced something even darker, his family being targeted. In 2021, Di Maria was playing for PSG in a massive league match. The first half was going great, PSG up 1-0. Then, chaos. In the 62nd minute, phones on the bench started blowing up. Di Maria was yanked off the field mid-game. Nobody knew what was happening. Then the truth came out. Armed criminals had broken into Di Maria's home, while his wife and young daughters were inside. They held them hostage and tore the place apart, stealing $600,000 worth of jewelry before escaping like it was a scene from GTA. And it wasn't even the first time his house had been broken into. After that night, Di Maria had no choice but to hire full-time security. Because, for him, it was more than just his own life at risk.